right, I'm going to run through the main puzzles, and Tom will do the end game. The first one was the floating billboard out here. We had a sign that said to look out. Everybody looked out. You saw the floating billboard with the weird symbols on it. Many people seem to figure out pretty quickly that if you looked at the map in the bay, right there was a submarine, also with weird symbols. But it was coming up from the bottom as opposed to going down from the top. If you put those symbols together, the top and the bottom, it formed an equation. 5 times 74 times 9. The answer was 3,300. How many people got that one? Everybody. 3,330. The Rotary Club puzzle over here. Ooh, wow. This is one we put in there for old people. Anyway, so you get there. It says join the Rotary Club. We made a big deal about Rotary. You were supposed to figure out that it was a rotary phone dial with 10 holes and a crescent thing for the finger stop. We hope you figured that out. The tricky part was we gave you a simple problem, we called it. 3 plus 53762 plus 44. The trick there, we said to solve that problem using contemporary equipment, meaning use your cell phone. If you look at your cell phone dial, there is a plus on it. Many people don't realize that, but there is. And what digit is that? 0. It's the 0. So if you dialed that number that we gave you using zeros instead of the pluses, you got 305-376-2044. Then you got a recording of Elaine saying the solution is standing in front of GHI. If you went to the circle that would have been GHI if we had labeled them, there was a guy standing there, a Rotary Club member, whose name was Brad. And Brad, if you translate Brad 2 numbers on the Rotary dial, you get 2723. How many people got that one? So far, you're all geniuses. All right. Game of Thrones puzzle right up here. The New World School kids. We had 3 thrones, which were actually commodes. I think we got on Amazon. And we had an announcer telling you that it was going to be a game of musical chairs with 4 different professions. He mispronounced everybody a little bit. He said it was a knight, a sailor, a police officer, and a pirate, but he said knight, sailor, police officer, pirate. And then there was no police officer. What was it? Conductor. We changed it from police officer to conductor. Never mind. Disregard that. I'll ask you to strike that from the record. So anyway, they played this game, and who always won the game? Pirate. Or the pirate, as the guy kept saying. So then, okay, we need a doctor. Do we have a doctor? Is that Anna? Is she okay? Anna, do you need some water?
Doctor. He needs a paramedic.
Over there.
Hang on a sec, folks.
Call the paramedic on the microphone.
Right over there. They're coming. They're coming.
Got a loud voice up there. Nope.
Just hang on a sec, folks. We're going to make sure we have some.
Give them some room over here.
I know it is. Can everybody back up? Give them some room here. Okay, we're told that Anna's going to be okay. This is a little weird, but the whole reason this hunt got started many, many years ago is Dave and Anna Harris and Lennon Avery and Nabutowski ran a hunt for a temple down in Kendall, like this, a little smaller, a little different, and we adapted that for the Miami Herald. That's Anna Harris, so we know she'll be fine. She's anyway. She's a tough lady. Okay, anyway, we'll get back. We're on the Pirate always won the Game of Thrones musical chairs. So the trick was to look in your magazine. On page 12, there was an ad for the Iron Bank lenders, and they had things that you could rent. We said to let, but we spelled it toilet just to make it a little more obvious. And there were things you could rent in there that you would never really rent in real life. Senators, well, you could rent a senator probably. Plungers, toupees, and there was what else to rent?
Pepperoni pizza.
Pizza pie. The pie rate was what?
$2.95.
$2.95 an hour. So the answer to that puzzle was $2.95. How many people got that one? The frisbee toss, the frisbee game over here. This is Tom's puzzle. Anyway, we handed out frisbees and we handed out a poem. The poem said, "Show me yours, I'll show you mine. The words and all do number 9. By the by, you'll need to see everyone from 8, even 8 won't get it done. Knit them up in sentence for prose and you'll nail this puzzle on the nose." So you had to take the words, the frisbees, to imagine, write a 1 of 3. You had to look at all 9 frisbees. We thought people were going to throw them around, but everybody sort of put them on the ground and started doing it like Scrabble. Anyway, there was only one sentence that you could form from those 9 words. At least that's what we thought, and we're English majors. That sentence was, imagine 3 frisbees to the right of a 1. If you put 3 frisbees to the right of a 1, you get what?
1,000.
And 1,000 was the answer to that puzzle. How many people got that? Finally, the marching band over here.
I don't think we guessed that would get the most views.
Yeah. Okay, well, the marching band, I'm sorry, I feel stupid that I don't know the name of the school, but they were great. Can anybody tell me?
Miami Art Studio.
Miami Art Studios? Miami Art Studios at Zelda Glazer. Yeah, give it up. Give me an M. They were terrific. They were great sports. We had them go over there on the hillside and form a shape. The shape was what? An X, okay? Then they played a song. The song was Smoke on the Water,
Deep Purple.
which I didn't know, nobody knew, until people started pointing out to us, was by Deep Purple. And there's somebody wearing purple in the map standing near an X. That had nothing to do with this puzzle, but and that happens every year. Something like that happens.
Well-known fact, that was the #1 song played by marching bands.
All right. So they formed an X and they played Smoke on the Water. That really didn't get you too far until you started looking through the magazine. On page 15, we had an ad for Best Reads books. One of those books was called The Deepwater Horizon Disaster by Joel Achenbach, who used to work at the Miami Herald. And the cover showed what? Smoke on the water, smoke rising off the water. Underneath each of the books was a website. If you went to the website under Smoke on the Water, Deepwater Horizon, you saw an aerial view, a Google Maps view down looking down at that hillside. The band wasn't there, the X wasn't there, but 2 numbers were there on either side of where the band would be. What were those numbers? 7 and 13. So you got a 7x13, 7 times 13, and the answer was 91. How many people got that one? So those were the 5 puzzles. And as far as I could tell from listening to people brag to me, everybody, 110% of the people here got all 5 of those. Then we at 3 p.m. Tom gave you the final clue, and he is going to take it from there, explain what happened.
Okay. that was the easy part, and now it's the hard part. So I said that you have if you got the 5 puzzles, you have everything you need to solve the hunt except for the holiest number. And I did not mean that in a religious sense. I meant the number with the most holes in it. And the number with the most holes in it on that list, 8888. And it's got a lot of holes. Each 8 has 2 holes in it. Draw an 8. Look at the holes. It's like 2 donuts on top of each other. Okay, so 8888 had 8 holes in it. No other number had as many. And so that clue read, it's nowhere near the pastrami and rye. It's just above the sub. You might want to go back and look again. So did I mean a sub sandwich?
No.
What was I talking about? I was talking about the sub on the map, and the sub, and what was just over the sub was
48.
the barge. And the barge had been steaming back and forth all day with a different puzzle on it, but we changed it at 3, and what it said was 48. And one of the 5 clues was, the first one in fact, was read it like this, and the this was upside down. So if you read the 48 upside down, you got 8H. 8H was a reference to the map coordinates. And that map coordinate referred to that little like marble slide over there in the shape of a spiral. And everybody ran over there, a whole bunch of people ran over there very quickly, and they got handouts. And those handouts said the second part, and the second part had the rest of a website address after the other clue you got, 295, which said the first part was HRLD period. Well, you add HRLD period with the part of the URL address that you got over there, and it brought you to a website. And that website had a picture of the Biscayne-based skyline. And that Biscayne-based skyline included that building over there that says Hotel Eve Miami. Only on the website we had altered it so that the blue where it says YVE was blank blue, and on either side, on the left side, there was an NAV, and on the right side, there was an ST. So if you put NAV on the left and ST on the right, you get
Navy vest.
Navy vest. Well, there was a gentleman with a navy blue vest and an anchor for the Navy insignia on the map. And he was over there, just at the foot of the, near that boat, near the big boat over there. And the other clues told you what to do. One of the clues said that you should write down your cell phone number and your name and the password and hand it to the person whose attire we described. So anybody who wrote their name, their cell phone number, and the password, which you got from the 2 remaining clues, which is the pass
Thrown
is
out.
thrown and the word is out. So the pass is thrown and the word is out. If you put thrown out on a piece of paper with your cell phone and your name and ran over there and gave it to that gentleman first, you won. And a lot of people actually did that. And I think the first one took 5 minutes, and considering the amount of running involved, that's pretty good time.
Yeah, you people get smarter every year. All right, we're going to bring up the winners in reverse order. We're going to start with the 3rd place team from Miami, Florida, the Held, Shayna Held, Gary Held, Pam Held, and David Held. 3rd place. Congratulations, congratulations. Yeah. That's our 3rd place team. Our 2nd place team, Greg Nguyen, Greg Nguyen, Tony Janata, Stephanie Woolley, Brennan Woolley, This is my daughter's teacher here. Yeah. Second place, these are also from Miami, are you not? Miami people, yes. Wait, two are from Arizona, but they're not going to get anything. And our first place team, 35 years these people have been competing in the hunt. 35 years. The Wellsblooms, Robert Wellsbloom, Rosalind Wellsbloom, Scott Weisbloom, sorry. Jackie Weisbloom, Jake Weisbloom, and Dylan Weisbloom. First place. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to all of you for coming up. Thanks again. We'll try to do this again. Are you folks from Miami also? Are you Miami also? All Miami. Everybody's from Miami. Yeah.